In the heart of Lagos, where the city never sleeps, where the noise is as constant as air, there stood a tired old apartment building at Adeboye Heights. It wasn't fancy, it wasn't pretty, but the rent was cheap. And for Michael, that was enough. Michael was 28, young, sharp, a banker, freshly transferred from Abuja, new to the madness of Lagos. When he found flat 9B at half the price, he didn't ask questions. He signed the papers and moved in. The building felt off. Lights flickered. The elevator groaned like it wanted to die. The walls whispered old secrets. But Michael, he just laughed. "I'm not here to make friends," he said, "just to survive Lagos traffic." But on the third night, it started. Dragging sounds, slow, heavy, above his head. At exactly 2:13 a.m., he went up to knock at flat 10B. It was empty, dusty, and abandoned. No furniture, no one lived there. The next morning, he went to ask the security guard, old man with shaky hands and tired eyes, about the flat 10B. "Oga, nobody lived there since long time," the security guard answered. That was red flag number 1. 1 week in, things got worse. Michael noticed a mirror in the corridor, full length. He didn't buy it, didn't move it, didn't even remember it being there. He looked into the mirror and something looked back. Not someone behind me, no. As he reassures himself, fear gripped Michael a little bit. He began to cover the mirror with a cloth every night. But the next morning, he would see the clothes on the floor. There was something strange about the whole thing, but he was yet to figure it out. The dreams began. A woman, half-faced born, standing in his bathroom, whispering his name, "Michael." She pointed at the mirror. He woke up screaming, sweating and shaking. Each time the same message. Michael could not hold back any longer, so he decided to visit his landlord's office. He asked his landlord what happened to the last person that lived in flat 9B. Mr. Adebayo hesitated. "She left," he answered. Lies. Michael could feel it. But he had no other option than to leave without satisfying his curiosity. The next thought that came to his mind was to call his pastor, Pastor Elijah. Pastor Elijah was experienced and calm. He came with a Bible and anointing oil that evening. He prayed. He walked around the flat and then stopped at the mirror. "This is not ordinary," he said. "Someone died here." Michael's heart dropped. "Who?" No answer, but silence. The pastor placed his hand on the mirror and it shattered. And behind it was a hidden space, dust, cold air, and a small old diary. They took up the diary and read the notes in it, which says, "My name is Sonia Uche. I live in 9B. I don't know what is happening to me. He talks to me in dreams, shows me deaths, then they happen. I woke up holding a mirror shade," he said. "I belong to the mirror now, and so will the next person who stays in 9B. Michael dropped the diary in fear. They began to pray together. At the end of the prayer, the pastor reassured Michael that everything was well again. He didn't sleep that night. At 3 a.m., the lights went off. Total darkness, dragging sound, this time inside his flat. Michael lit the candle, held it in his hand, took up his Bible, but the both were trembling in his hands. He walked to the corridor to see that the mirror was whole again, clean and silent, and behind him was Sarah. Burnt face, empty eyes. She whispered, "It's your turn." Michael ran out of the door, downstairs, into the street, and he never came back. Today, flat 9B is still locked, covered in dust and untouched. Mr. Adebayo says nothing. Neighbors pretend it doesn't exist, but sometimes they still hear dragging sounds. And if you ever rent a flat in Lagos and it's suspiciously cheap, ask who lived there last. And whatever you do, don't stare too long in the mirror.